Today, I'm an Uber driver taking a VIP guest to the Bafta Television Awards. Just going to pull in here and find out who it is. You're Molly, the pole vaulter, right?
I am, yes.
Where's the pigtails?
Just for competition days. This is the fun time. This is not competition.
Yeah, but that's a good look though, because it sort of like marks you out a bit like that high jumper that does half
shaved Tamberi.
Yeah.
No, it's I just, as soon as my pigtails are in, it's like my alter ego comes out and I'm on the runway. But yeah, this is a red carpet moment, so we went for something a bit more elegant.
It's a different runway, so
yeah.
First question of these events is, what are you wearing? What dress is that?
This is actually just from Godiva. My shoes are Lucilla, and that's about it. That's all I'm wearing.
Both of those things mean nothing to me.
No, straight over the head.
So, Bafta TV Awards. Who are you excited to see tonight?
I'm excited to see Amy Lou Wood. She was in White Lotus, used to be in Sex Education, and enjoyed both of those. And
do you get starstruck when meeting people like that or not?
Honestly, a few years ago, absolutely. I've been fortunate enough to kind of come to a few more of these events, and don't get me wrong, there'd still be a few people to catch me out, but less so, I would say.
Who would be the person that would
make
you a bit hot and sweaty or a bit weak in the knees, or
probably someone like Beyonce,
that is next level.
Real high up A-lister. Not sure what I'd have to say, but yeah, apart from that, I feel like I can hold my own a little bit.
Yeah. Talk to me about cars. What do you think of this car? This is the Peugeot 408.
Very nice. It feels super slick, spacious, smooth. Yeah, it's lovely actually, and the interior is really nice. How was it for you?
So I'd rather be sat in the back.
There we go. Passenger princess, that's me.
I love it. Right, and what car have you got at home then?
I've got a Citroen C5 Aircross at the moment. It allows me to carry my poles all around. So I need a car with roof racks primarily, so that I can get my poles to the airport.
I was going to ask you, how do you transport a pole? What's the length of a pole?
A pole is 4 meters 50 long, and I carry 8 or 9 poles in a tube, and they're all on the top of the car, and then we have to strap them on and then take them off when you get to the airport. Everyone always asks, do they bend in half, or like are they telescopic? No, none of that. They are 4.5 meters long, and that is it. They are carbon fiber, and you cannot bend them. Well, you can bend them when you jump, but apart from that, you can't. And there are horror stories, like when people are traveling, sometimes on the planes, they can get broken or snapped, and you get to your competition and you've lost all your poles. That has not happened to me yet, luckily, but it's a pole vaulter's worst nightmare.
Never stuck one out the side of a window.
You would be surprised. There's been places, if we'll get to competitions and you would think that they're ready for pole vaulters to be there, but they're not. And we've had to get really creative with tying poles on before. We put towels over the roof and just tie them down. If it's a van that's not quite big enough, we have had it out the side of the car and stuff like that. So there's been desperate times where you just have to make it work.
And just remind me, your record,
4.92.
So see that bus that's just gone past there?
Yeah. I could jump over that.
You reckon you could?
I could, yeah.
Red Bull would be up for something like that. Have they
absolutely,
had a chat with you?
Yeah. Red Bull, one of my sponsors actually, and we've discussed all sorts. Maybe jumping onto a bus, jumping through a window. Maybe in the future.
Jumping through a window.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Jumping out of a plane.
Getting my skydiver's license and jumping out of a pole vaulting out of a plane. We've had all the chats, but it's got to be put on hold for a couple of years while I've got a job to do, and then I would love to explore some crazy things.
So you'll bang up for that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie. It's half of the reason I got into the sport, and so yeah, absolutely. One day, but like I said, got to stay healthy and injury free first, so that can all come a bit later.
Yeah.
Got some competitions coming up soon, which I'm hoping to close in on that 5 meter mark, and then the next bar after that would be the world record, and that's the real dream.
Which is?
Currently 5:06. So yeah, if I could jump 5:07, and then maybe in the future 5:10, that would be huge. That would be, you know, no one's ever done it before. And
LA?
Yes, LA 2028, that's the place to do it.
Yeah.
That's the place to do it, absolutely.
Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Because I think part of your story is the fact that we knew going into Paris that you were, you know, the hot favourite, and then things didn't go your way that day, did they?
Yeah, no. Bad day to have a bad day. I'm not sure if I can swear, but it happens. And, you know, I think I've described it as like a grieving period before, and that was really heartbreaking. But I was ready for Tokyo last year, and then unfortunately rolled my ankle
again,
and, you know, heartbreak once again. So that was a really tough 2 years. But I think, you know, that's sport, and that's kind of what makes it so exciting. You just never know what's going to happen. But yeah, managed to kind of redeem myself a little bit at World Indoors
100%
this year.
Yeah.
But I think that redemption arc is still building.
Still building.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, as an armchair fan, that 30 minutes of you, Keely, and Georgia, the 3 golds.
Yeah.
We're talking about the World Indoor at Poland. That was wow, wasn't it?
Yeah, iconic.
Yeah.
It was truly so special to be a part of, and to kind of share the stage with Keely and Georgia meant a lot to me as well. And yeah, I think it's great kind of for women in sport, and for, you know, inspiring the next generation, and for young girls to see. So yeah, it was quite beautiful, quite poetic.
Well, I think genuinely, you know, you 3 pretty much like London 2012 when we had that Super Saturday, that inspired. Surely it must have inspired you, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. London 2012 was just such a vivid memory for me growing up, and it's probably what made me want to be an athlete so much. Jess Ennis was my biggest idol, and I only met her.
Sheffield?
Yeah, from Sheffield, and I only met her a couple of years ago, actually, after I won World Indoors in Glasgow. And I remember, we're talking about being starstruck. I was starstruck when I met her. I was like shaking and a bit giddy, and
I think athletics personally deserves more attention than it receives, rather once every 2 years for the Worlds.
Yeah, absolutely. I think athletics can be really fun and exciting to watch, and, you know, it's the best of the best competing out there, and to me there's nothing cooler than, you know, the world's fastest man, or who can jump the highest, or the fastest woman, and things. So yeah, it's just like pure talent and sport, and I think that's really cool. Yeah.
Right, some quick fire questions about car-y stuff.
Please.
Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Please. Oh, yeah. Stop talking about work all the time. Formula One, you like a bit of Formula One?
I do like. I've only recently gotten into it, but yeah, I do like a bit of Formula One. Yeah.
Okay, tell me who's the star driver in the Molly household?
I've got a big soft spot for Charles Leclerc and his whole family, and his little dog Leo. You know.
Well, yeah.
They're quite endearing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I work with Red Bull, so I've got to have a soft spot there as well. But honestly, I think it's an amazing sport, and I do.
But
really,
Max is, for me, race helmet on.
Yeah.
You know, he is absolutely ruthless, and I think there are probably parallels in elite sport with that. You can be a nice guy off the track, but
yeah, and I relate to that a lot, especially as I've kind of gotten older and come to the middle of my career, and not just being a young person kind of going out there for experience. It's like everything is on the line here. This is what you train so hard for, and you do have to be a bit ruthless out there, and it is a job at the end of the day, and you've got to do whatever you've got to do to get it done.
And then cars, right? So you've mentioned that you've got a Citroen now.
Yeah.
Dream cars. What's in the garage?
So yeah, the garage. There's a couple. I would love a Porsche Taycan. I think I just really love the look of them.
Yeah.
I would love a little pink Porsche, maybe a 911.
Yeah.
Just for something speedy.
Yeah.
Something to fit all the kids in, which is just a practical car, maybe the Audi Q7, something like that.
Well, this is a strong list. Yeah.
And then there's one more. I would love to get a VW Transporter, something, you know, a little bit older, fully decked out, ready for camping, maybe driving down the south of France. I'm a Cornwall girl, so you know, got to stick to my roots as well.
So we're talking a classic, you know, VW Splitty.
A little Splitty would be very cool, as long as it would, you know, be reliable enough to actually get me the whole way I want to go. But yeah, if not, I'd take like a T4 or a T5 or something, just really deck it out.
Yeah. Right, we're nearly here, champ.
Amazing.
Hall Festival Hall. Look at this, straight through the VIP barriers.
Absolutely. Door-to-door service.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Take care.